Yes, we're on, and I'm going to invite Victor. Hey, Ayur Yoga. Good to see you here. So I'm taking place here in my home office, showing you around, and we'll be hosting a beautiful new live today. And I'm waiting for this really special soul to come on. Hey, Victorious. Victor. We're just waiting for everybody to hop on and checking if Victor finds the button to hop on as well. I have sent you a message. I think you should get it now. Yes, there he is.
Hey, hey, hey. Feline, how are you doing?
Good. Thank you, Victor. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So honored to be here with you.
Well, the pleasure is all mine to have you here with us. And I would love to give you this introduction, but maybe if it's okay with you, let's wait like for about 1 minute just to have everybody hop on,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'm gonna make sure that I get this extra how do you call that, recorder on to maybe record our interview as well in a different way. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, of course. But I think normally when you go live, IG actually, like you can actually have the recording and then save it or something, right?
Yes, you can. And I was actually hoping to find on my laptop that I have here. I was hoping to find this, how do you call that? This audio recording thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So you're actually doing this through your computer.
no, no, we're on the phone, but I was it's just an extra, but it's not necessary. And you're totally right. We'll be saving this, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm so happy to have you here, and I won't be distracted. It was just a really short thought
No,
that I
but
might
do,
be.
but go ahead. I like the idea because actually, I also have some people from my end who are like, "Hey, I'm like I have a friend who is like in Hawaii, and it's like, yeah, at this time I'm going to be working." So I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
don't worry because I think we're gonna have the recording or something." So yeah,
Oh, cool. That's so
yeah,
good. All right. Well, then it is good to record it in all ways possible. Let's see if I have this here on the laptop. Um, I'm not sure if we have it here, but we could try, or maybe you have it there, but
so yeah, I'm
it's
just on
not
my
necessary.
yeah,
Oh,
but
I found it.
I think we're good. You found it?
Yes, I found
Okay,
it.
cool,
Voice,
cool.
voice recorder, it's called.
Yeah, voice recorder. Okay, cool.
All right, cool. It took a while, but we're here, and now everybody was able to hop on and hop off again.
Yeah,
Everything's fine.
it's fine. It's all fine.
Um,
Welcome everybody, by the way.
yes, welcome. Thanks for being here, and ready to give you this beautiful welcome, hopefully.
Yeah,
And
I don't know if it was just on my end, but for a second I could not hear you anymore. But I
oh,
can hear
all
you
right.
now.
Well, you hear me now? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I can see and hear you clear as well over here.
Okay. Cool.
Um, so I've started recording as well, and I see some hearts coming on when people come in here. So I would just love to start if you're ready. Um,
Ready.
hey, are you there? What happened?
Am I back?
You are back. I can hear and
Okay.
see you. I was doing all this bio and sharing everything, and then suddenly I didn't see you anymore.
Yeah, because all of a sudden, like, I couldn't hear you. Like everything just cut off. Like,
Oh no! I'm so sorry for
no,
everyone
it's
and for
okay.
you. Okay. Well, let's do that again. I was trying to give you this warm welcome and sharing how we got to know each other and how
Oh,
glad I am to have you in my life and having met you. We know each other now as well. I would say you're a good friend, and we even call each other brother and sister from this Quantum Leap family, a
yes.
beautiful group of people that we got to meet at the same time. Hey, there you are out again. Victor is here trying to hop on, but for some reason also hopping out every now and then. Um, hey, are you okay, Victor? Thank you everyone for watching. This is also part of these lives. Every now and then there are some technical issues, and that's just part of life. We are here uh, with Victor coming on. He's going to help us and help you give a beautiful class, a breathwork class, and I'm trying to invite him again. We've been on and off and on and off since 5 o'clock, so this might be a bit of a rough ride for the ones watching. And
Okay.
here he is again.
Yeah. Wow. This it's looking like it's gonna be a tough one.
It is. Well,
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, okay, this happens. This also is part of life, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes
definitely.
we're
We
all
just deal with
here
it.
and we deal with it, and it's just some technical bits that sometimes happen.
Yeah. But I think we're good now. Yeah, because I think everything is synchronized. So yeah.
It looks as if we're good now. I
Yeah.
hope we are. What I've wanted to do was give you this beautiful introduction, but maybe I should just do it from the heart right now,
Yeah.
and that will probably be best. Me not clicking anywhere. Let's just dive in.
My hands are like back. I'm not touching anything anymore. So, what's up, Stefan?
Yeah.
See, my nomad friend Stefan is here with us. It's also a very beautiful soul. Thank you for joining, bro.
Ah, that's so good. Hey, it's so nice for everybody that is hopping on, and there probably a lot of people will watch this also
Yeah.
after today, but that's totally fine.
Hmm.
As I was saying, I know you now. You're a good friend of mine, and we've met at this beautiful, beautiful courses called well, the whole program was called Quantum Leap,
Quantum
and
leap.
we actually created this beautiful group together, being calling each other family even. That was the beautiful part of this friendship. Quantum Leap, yeah. And it really, well, you speak a lot about elevation and lifting people higher, and that is actually what it has done for me as well. That program was amazing.
Yes.
Um, I would love to hear a bit from you, maybe on how it helped you in your business, and I would love to dive into all of your wisdom and
Oh, thank
um,
you. You honor me. Yeah,
yeah.
so
But
for me,
oh, sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
go
I just
ahead.
wanted to say that you are a super skilled entrepreneur, super conscious being, really conscious soul, and I really see you as somebody that is has such a big heart and has such loads of love to share with all the people around you, and you have so many businesses. You're like a serial entrepreneur, and you have businesses regarding your dancing and classes and all this physical stuff, but you also have more of the breath work and the mindset and all of that is also something that you're really good at. And then there's also the trading part and the financial stuff. So you're like a multi um and it's amazing to like made to be able to grow with multi potentials. Like, it's awesome to see you do that. And yeah, maybe you would like to kind of share on how you've been growing ever since Quantum Leap, and what is going on for you now, and what are your newest goals?
Yeah,
To,
thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you for the honorings. And yes, I tend to be a 360 person, which basically means like I love like doing multiple things because I just have this programming within myself that I feel like we as a human being, or let me just speak from the self, like I have this feeling or this knowing that I can do anything if I put my head into it, you know. So I don't see myself as a dancer or a business owner or a worker. I see myself as everything. So
yeah.
anything that anybody puts his heart into it, like, you know, you can accelerate and you can like really go deep into it. So for me, life is about experience, and I just like experimenting with different things. And this is
Mhm.
how I found out that like, hey, there are multiple stuff in life that actually like piques my interest and that like actually makes my heart like warmer. And so a very big turning point in my life, of course, as you said, was Quantum Leap, because during the Quantum Leap event, well, prior to that, just the MMI event, that's where everything actually really started like to take a shift. That's where Big Mo came in, like the big momentum, right?
Yeah.
So I had to make, that's where I actually learned how you could actually make a decision, like you distinguish a decision, like you take that away from actually what you know at the moment. So that was like the first big lesson, like even though you don't see the outcome, but if you know that you truly want it, you decide regardless. So that was the first lesson for me, and I'm very happy for myself that I took that decision and hopped onto the Quantum Leap family, because ever since, like I really feel the change like daily, you know.
Mhm.
The quality of my life is just improving. I also see the improvement not only for myself, I see the improvement like with the people around me, the family, friends, and then also the type of people who are coming into my life. Are people who actually also are vibing on the same level, or at the very least that are here to pull me up even more. So I'm just so grateful that this wisdom is like opening its doors to me, and I can also like act as a catalyst for others who could also like, let me say, draw inspiration out of like just my personal life experience. So yeah, there's a lot going on. So yeah, that's just a, let me say, compilation of how I've grown to where I am now mentally. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. And like you shared today, you know, we had a little bit of contact before coming on right now, and it was beautiful on how to read more in on your bio that you sent me, that where you come from, and that you right now have this special focus as well on kind of elevating the youth in the place that you are from. Could you maybe
Yes.
share a bit about that as well?
Yes. So I'm originally from Cameroon, to be specific, the southern Cameroon. Um, so to me, there is something very, very special about like where you come from. Not necessarily me, but just in general, you know. Once you get into the journey of self mastery, then you cannot actually master yourself without knowing your roots. So for me
Mhm.
personally, that has always been something that has, let me say, it has always been hanging around the corner. And
Yeah.
even if when you go to my Instagram, you'll see that sometimes when I go back when I go back home, I'll even go and visit my old schools because that brings up memories, and then the real lessons which were actually like still in the shell, like just by
Mhm.
going back and watching those places, then everything starts coming out. Yes, I know he's talking about the Rubik's Cube. Thank you, brother. Wholeness. Yes, so for me, like just watching where I come from, for me personally, the way I also view life, life is a movie that plays in our head, you know, it's especially the past. Like I always play the past, and I'm watching this movie and I'm seeing what can I learn, like what were actually the lessons,
Mhm.
where do I intend to go, what do I intend to change, how can I serve other aspects of myself that are like at the space where I was, let me say 10, 15 years ago, even 20 years ago, you know. So speaking of Cameroon right now, southern Cameroon, like there's crisis going on also, and like the youth, they have like for the past 2, 3 years, like the youth, they haven't even been having education due to the crisis. Like there's a lot of stuff going on in Cameroon, in the south of Cameroon, and
Yeah.
yeah, so for me personally, this is something that is really it shakes my being, because there I just realized that where I am and where I come from, like I could actually make a difference. And when I say make a difference, I don't mean like I'm here to change something or so, but to me, making a difference is like, hey, um, like when you look at your roots, like you're like, okay, this is where I come from, this is how stuff is over there, right? And this is where I am right now, this is what I have access to. So I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm the bridge to, like, let me say, build something where other people can also, let me say, better their lives or elevate from, you know, because where I am is also thanks to other people's effort. So
Mhm.
when I see all these things happening, I just feel like, okay, the thing that I'm working on in terms of life and in terms of self elevation, like my inspiration is coming from all this pain that is down there. So I'm just like getting my, I'm gonna say guns, but I'm just like readying myself for when that opportunity presents itself, so that I should also be able to contribute to the growth back of my origin and my people. Hi, Tui, how you doing? Yes, that's also
Yes.
Quantum Leap family there.
Yes. see you. And thank you so much for sharing, Victor, on your yeah, on maybe your roots and how, if I understand it right, how that can be such a big part of the drive in your life to really take everything that you go through, or every new lessons that cross your path, to
Hmm.
really kind of grab onto them and really
Hmm.
take all the lessons out of there as possible. It's kind of, it sounds like it also gives you this drive to really live fully, and not only, well, you've learned how to elevate yourself and your own businesses, but this also probably is a drive to help people there and youth there do that from now on, now that
Definitely,
you are growing.
definitely. Because at the end of the day, everything is actually mindset. Like from all the things that I've learned in life, in
Mhm.
any situation, like in any situation, it really doesn't matter like how crazy this might actually sound. In any situation, there is always a lesson to be learned. So for
Yeah.
me personally, like when I look at all these things that are happening, like we are actually the creators of our own life. So you make your story. So it's for me just like, okay, grab the pen and go in within yourself, find the vision
Mhm.
or make the vision. Actually, either you find it or you make it, and then just start designing it and living it. So that's how I'm looking at this, because there are different ways of looking at this. You can look at it in a way that is gonna like depress you and then bring you down, or you could actually go deep and then find the drive within the situation to elevate, not only yourself but others around you as well. So yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it.
Yes, it's super inspiring. And you've done a lot of things since creating your own vision, or maybe you've had a clear vision the whole of your life. Could you maybe elaborate on that a little? Like, how would you suggest for people listening, or today or later on, like, what steps would you take when creating, or when, working out that vision? How
Yeah.
can you really deepen into feeling that
Okay.
drive?
Yes. So, in terms of like creating or finding vision, so
Mhm.
the first thing that I will say is that the place where you actually want to look is inside. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you just have to go within yourself. And that is like whatever you're looking for, you are the question and you are the answer. So everything is within you. You just have to find a way to connect to your higher self, right?
Mhm.
So that's the actual work, because the way that I view life, and this is also thanks to my mentor, the person who really helped me, like to develop into the person that I am today. It's my mentor, Sevan Bomar.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, like when you look at everything, like the way that life is, like you have actually two way. Well, we are living actually in a dualistic plane, right? So everything is dual. You have black, you have white, you have up, you have down. That actually, one thing that like we don't actually, well, I'm not gonna say we, because you know this, I know that you know this, but let's say mainstream media don't pay attention to, is you have inside and you have outside, and 99% of most people's attention is always on the outside. People are searching for answers, like, you know, looking left and right, but actually the thing is, you have to connect with the inside first, because once you learn how to connect with the inside, then your inside then becomes the catalyst, because from there you seek inside, and anything that you create inside, it will manifest on the outside. So it's actually upside down. So that's the first layer of understanding, as we call it, that I would like
Yeah.
to like just portray out there, in when you want to go into this journey of vision, because it's a vision. A vision cannot be seen with your two eyes. A vision is only going to be seen with your third eye. And where's your third eye? your third eye can also not be seen with this. It's internal, it's inside. So when you close your eyes, you go in, and that's where your third eye is. And that's where you can find the vision. But you have to learn how to connect. And to connect with it also, that's where everything starts, with the breath work, with like deprogramming your mind, and with like taking care of your body. It's a whole process. So yeah, but that's just, let me say, the layer to everything.
Yeah, beautiful. And it's super inspiring. And I totally agree with you on how important it is to kind of become aware of understanding that when you keep on focusing outwards to find solutions for anything that you deal with, really, it will
Hmm.
probably get you off of track even
Yes,
faster.
definitely, definitely.
Turning inwards is where you need to be, because all the answers, it was so beautiful how you phrased it, like you're the answer, and you're the question, and the answer, right? It's all inside.
Yes,
um
yes.
and I totally see that, and I think that's, yeah, it's beautiful how you phrase it. And for everybody listening, or on here today, you'll be even giving us some extra value by doing a short exercise with us. But maybe before we go into that, which will
Hmm.
hopefully, well, probably surely get us a bit more of a tangible tool on how to get into that inward space, and towards your higher self. Um, do you have anything else you maybe like to share, or anything that you would, you know, that you think would be a good starting point before we dive into that exercise?
Okay, a good starting point maybe could be like just some points of reference, and
Mm-hmm.
also not only points of reference, but also like the reason why we actually do things like breath work,
Mm-hmm.
right? And also some, let me say, resources like where you can learn more about this. By the way, I have my one of my mentors on here watching, Mr. Georgie. I also learned a lot from this guy. So if you guys see him here, go check him out. He has a lot of knowledge as well. Thanks for joining, brother. Um, so yeah, point of reference when it comes to breath work.
Yeah.
Um, Breathing is actually everything, because breathing is the whole process of life. Like now, I'm speaking from, let me say, from my understanding at this point in life, right? So when I say breathing is everything, what I mean by that is like in the whole breath process, you have the full circle of life. Because when you're breathing in, you're connecting to source, right? And then the space between you breathing in and breathing out, we call it the hold. That's where, let me say, all everything that you want to do or that you can do is being done, right? That's where your manifestation is happening. And then
Yeah.
the letting go, or the breathing out, is actually like, let me say, the process. I call it death also, because like you take in energy, you create, and you let it go, because when you hold on to a lot of energy, you're stuck, you can't move forward. So
Mm-hmm.
to me personally, breath is actually life cycle. There are different ways in viewing this, but to me that makes a lot of sense. And when it comes to, let me say, reference, like if you want to learn more about this, I'll say like you could you could tap me on Instagram, or you could connect with us at Secret Energy to learn more about breathing. I also trained with Wim Hof last year, and yeah, the Wim Hof method is one of the methods that I use quite a lot, almost daily.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for those of you who are on my Instagram, you guys probably see me posting all this retention results and things like that. Um, so with breathing, you can actually program anything that you want in your life. This is how I used breathing to speed up my Achilles tendon injury, like the healing process of it, because Last year, I ruptured my Achilles tendon, and they told me, well, the doctor said it's gonna take at least 1 year before I could even move without without crutches. I should
I
forget
remember that.
backflips. Yeah,
Yeah.
I should forget backflips and things like that. And after 3 months, I could actually like start dancing and doing things. And that was because I was every day I was doing breath work and
Mhm.
also fueling in the intention and the imagination of me speeding up the healing
Yeah.
process. Yeah, so three people I can recommend: Wim Hof, Sylvain Bomar, or Secret Energy, and also Troy Casey, because he has some powerful stuff as well in terms of breath work. And also our sister Dudy from, if you, well, anybody who goes into Secret Energy, like they're like, we just have a lot of amazing souls there, like everybody with some special ability to share. And this is actually the thing that fuels my personal growth as well. So yeah,
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing all that.
you're welcome.
Um, yes, if you are ready for diving into the breath work exercise, take us with you. I'm going to sit here and just join you.
Okay, okay, cool. So um, yeah, so in terms of exercise, I'm just gonna give a very short explanation on how to breathe. The first thing is like when you're breathing, you want to actually let go of all worries and thoughts and hey, I have to do this or I have this or that. So let go of all distractions. So it also means like you could actually also put your phone in silence and things like that, right?
Mhm.
Also be mindful of your environment. So if you're connected with nature, the better. Or just in a dark space, dark room where you can just be with on your own and go inside to like really feel yourself. So there are different ways in approach. Like there is no wrong way when it comes to you exploring yourself. There is no wrong way. Why? Because you are the captain of your ship, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is we most of us what we do, we breathe shallow, so we do shallow breath, so breathing like uh, only through our chest, like just breathing like very shallow.
Yeah.
But actually when you're doing breath work, well, depending also on what exercise you're doing and with what intention, like it's a whole subject, right? But the way that I do it, the thing that I do a lot is just breathing full body breath and pushing the air down to my stomach. So, if someone is new to this, what
Mhm.
you could visualize is you visualize your stomach like a balloon. Like when you're breathing in, the balloon is expanding. I don't know if you could see my hands when I'm
Yes.
doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you're breathing, like the balloon is expanding, and when you breathe out, the balloon goes back in. So
Yeah.
that's the basic visualization on that. Um, and then the next thing is, yeah, when you're starting, maybe you want to like putting the timer program. What I mean by that is like maybe you do 20 or 30 breaths. With Wim Hof, we do 30 breaths. So you breathe in and out 30 times consciously. So not really rushing, not really slow. Like you just feel your body, right? And with every breath, you are conscious. You're just conscious of the breath. Like you breathe in and you breathe out. And
Mhm.
when you're breathing out, you're relaxing. You're breathing out into relaxation more, right? And then on the 30th breath, what you then do is you take in one big draw, like you expand everything, push the breath everywhere, like you push it to your brain, push it right down, like push it like everywhere. And then you breathe out, but you don't breathe out completely. So you breathe out like one third or something. And then
Mhm.
you just stop breathing. You just stop breathing. And then you just, let me see, feel in yourself. You just feel like, what are you feeling? You know, And the more you do this, well, in my case, actually, because I know other people have different experiences, but in my case, I feel like the energy flow with my body. So sometimes I could feel energy running this way. Sometimes I just feel energy running this way. So it's different for everybody. I've even had stages where like I start to even see shapes and patterns within like in my mind, you know. And then I even forget time sometimes, and sometimes I feel my consciousness really going into one point. That's really scary, actually. But yeah, you just want to experience with it and do it in a safe space also. And the last thing that I will say is maybe get the Wim Hof app to do this as well with it, because then you have that guidance and you have that talk that talk that is guiding you in terms of like how you should be doing, how you should be actually entering and exiting. So that's, let me say, the explanation of what I'm gonna do right now. So because it's a video, let me say I'll do let me say 10 breaths, just 10 conscious breaths, just well, let me say, yeah, 2 rounds, because then it shows a full cycle.
Right.
Yeah, and then yeah, when we do that, I think you're gonna do it as well, right? You're gonna breathe
I
as
will
well?
just follow you. I will. I'm you're my teacher now.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sitting here
wow.
doing breath with you, right?
Okay, cool. So this is so exciting. So when we do this, even if you finish before me, when you feel like you need to draw, you need to breathe back, don't wait for me, just start breathing, and then till your second round, and then when your second round, after your retention, then we're done, because me, normally when I do retention, I could sometimes go to 2 3 minutes, and if I'm like really deep, I could go to 4 5 minutes, but
Right.
yeah, it's a video, so I'm gonna cut out the time. So yeah.
We'll do the short version, and that's all fine. It's beautiful. I'm grateful that you are here today, sharing your wisdom with us, and yeah, it may it help everybody. And I'm just really excited to have this extra class this afternoon. Thanks to you.
Cool. Yeah, thank you for inviting me as well. Like, I'm also excited to share this in this way, because I've actually never done it this way. So it's a nice experience. And yeah, before we actually start, there's one thing that I would like to just share.
Yep.
In terms of wisdom and things like this. Um, yeah, for me personally, I feel like it's our duty to share the things that we know or with other people, especially if it's to elevate people to our to to the, let me say, to the level of experience that we are on, or vibrations, or even higher, right?
Mhm.
Because that's where we start doing less friction. That's where there's less friction, because we understand and understand each other. So yeah, it's like, it's really an honor for me to like to be called out and be like, hey, Victor, do some breath work with us. So the honor is actually mine. So thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It's amazing.
Okay, so let's go.
All right.
Okay. So it's the first time I'm gonna do this and speak. So wow, okay. So the first thing, you just want to relax, right?
Yes.
You close your eyes. So for anyone who is joining now, you can just follow us. So you just close your eyes and you relax, and then you stop thinking, and just the only thing that you do right now is you follow the sound of my voice, and you take in one deep breath, and you breathe out into relaxation. We're gonna do this 2 more times. So we're taking one deep breath, breathe out into relaxation. Last time, you're taking one deep breath, you breathe out and you relax even further. So now we're going to breathe in and out for 10 times. And with each breath, you always imagine your stomach as a balloon expanding. And when you breathe out, it contracts back inside. So we're going to start now, 10 breaths.
Okay.
Last one, you breathe in deep, one big draw. And then you breathe out a little bit, and then you hold. Just relax. Even if you're thinking of something, just notice that it's not you. Those are thoughts just floating by. Don't feed it any energy. Just monitor how your body feels. Monitor how you're going deeper within yourself. Whenever you're ready, when your body asks for breath, you take in one deep breath and you hold for 15 seconds whenever you're ready. So hold for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you let go. That's one cycle. Now we start with the second cycle, so 10 breaths. When you breathe in, you expand your belly. You breathe out, you contract. Notice that the longer you do this, the deeper you go in. This is the real connection. This is where you find all the answers. This is how you reconnect with your ancestors. On the 10th one, you take one big draw. You breathe out a little bit and you hold. Whenever you're ready, you take one draw for 15 seconds. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. And then you come back very gentle. your eyes closed for a while. Just feel your body, feel the room. Visualize within yourself where you are. See the room without opening your eyes. And then just have that sensation and that feeling that you are the God. You are the master of your own ship. You control your life. You control how you feel. You design your life. You are the middle of the Taurus field. You are the eye of the storm. Fill yourself with all positive energies. Fill yourself with confidence. Fill yourself with power to achieve anything where your intention is set upon. And once those programs are loaded, you gently open your eyes and you smile.
Wow. I cheated. I already opened my eyes. Bit too early. Oh, wow.
It's okay. It's all fine. I see Sister Wijibi is here from Tribe Wholeness. Yeah.
I also
So
see Leon. Hey, Leon. Good that you're here.
how did you feel?
Oh, it was amazing. I don't know if I ever shared this with you, but I do all types of alternative healing that I've been through myself for learning to heal myself from all kinds of ailments. But um, this is a form that I only know it combined, for example, with transcendental meditation or multidimensional meditation and traveling, or all these spiritual kind of pathways to
Mm-hmm.
really go deep into yourself and to where your highest self may be.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a form, it's actually such a short and quick but beautiful tool. And I recognized that I felt that it felt so good, and that I was actually so happy to learn now, thanks to you, that I've actually done quite some practice now. I was able to kind of follow you, and it made me feel happy. But it took me like 12 years to get here.
Yeah, whatever time it takes, it's what is needed, right?
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, like once you start getting it, then
hmm,
then you have, well, everything that you need to go within, you know.
yeah,
And you say it took you 12 years. Well, for me as well, when I met my tribe, like when I met Van Bomar, the first time when I was listening to the dude, it was like my head was hurting. Like the message was so packed, everything was so, everything was so coded, and I was like, yo, I need, chill a little bit. Let me, let me do something else, and then come back
yeah.
when, like I'm a little bit like able to receive stuff well. So, yeah, with the tribe, I've been connected with the tribe for, I think, yeah, since the Resistance 2010. And I feel like I still need to start, like, I still need to, my ship still has to lift off, so that's just how I feel. But the thing is, there is just so much that we can learn from ourselves. And I feel that this like the world we are in right now, there's a lot of distraction. There's a lot of distraction going on, because one question that I always ask people, that I have a conversation with them, I always say, like, hey, imagine you had all the money that you needed in the world, right? Imagine you have money for yourself, you have money for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 generations.
Yes.
Like you have money, like money is not an issue.
Hmm.
The first question, like, would you still be doing what you're doing today? If the answer is no, then you know what you need to do, you know. And the second thing is, like, what will you be doing then? You
Hmm.
know, I hear everybody's like, people are like, I'll do real estate, I'll do. I say, no, no, all those answers, if you're doing real estate and this and that, it's all for money purposes, right? Like you're doing business is all nice, but the way that I see it is like, hey, for me personally, like when money, like it's just a matter of when, right? That's how I see it. When money is not an issue anymore, I'm going 100% full time into self elevation, because to me, self elevation is everything. Like self
Yes.
elevation, self mastery, learning breathing techniques, learning how to fast in different ways, meeting new people, like just living life, you know.
Mhm.
And actually, like the more I meet beautiful souls, like the more I meet people, like Sivan Bomar, like the new brother that I just met, who is like a crazy surfer. Like even this afternoon, I connected with another tribe member who is like he was like with Cirque du Soleil. Like you just see that there is so much beauty around us, but first of all, we need to learn how to um, look in terms of beauty, you know, because the way the world is, we're being projected with a lot of negativity. So
Mhm.
we're actually babies, you know, and if you don't have the right code, like life will always program you. But if you have the right code, then you
Mhm.
know how to navigate in the matrix, then you know how to be Neo in the matrix, right? So
Yeah.
I really feel like, hey, um, uh, the tribe and Sivan Bomar, like I keep talking about him because like this dude, like he really changed my life. And
Mm.
yeah, so I'm on a mission to share this as well. And speaking of the devil, I was talking about one brother, he just hopped on. What's up, dude? Mr. Handstand Alchemist. Yeah.
You- And you know what is so beautiful? I see somebody even saying, "Come on and do meditation with us on Wednesday." And
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
from our tribe. That's Sister Wijibi, and she's also packed with knowledge. Like the yeah, I know. Like most of the time I'm like on the background, but now she's like, yeah, I see you, come do meditation. You know.
yeah, for real, I just wanted to give you this to round off today's session together. I just wanted to give you or kind of express to you how special I thought you being a teacher in meditation was, because I could really feel the depth of your knowledge and wisdom, but also the calm that you kind of brought with you just doing this. Like it was me asking you to do this, but you know, you were just maybe
Thank you.
freestyling, but I could really, I could see how amazing you are as a teacher in this as well. Like such a multi potential, as we talked about before, and I'm so grateful that you shared this.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you for doing this because you're amazing,
You
really.
guys all honor me. Thank you. Like I'm surrounded by beautiful souls, so I learn from them. So thank you very much. And yes, Sister WGB, like I would really, really love to do this with the tribe as well. Yes.
Yes, good. Is there
I
anything that you want to round off with today? Do you have anything to say or ask me, or you know, how
yes,
should how could we give this last bit of elevation to everybody watching?
yes. So what I would like to ask you is I would like to ask you to just also share a little bit about yourself, because I see there are a lot of people who are coming up here like from my Instagram as well. And yeah, of course, it's not about me, but it's about us, right? So I would like you to share some of your uniqueness so that other people can also connect with you, because I'm gonna also post this video on my IGTV. So it would be nice that the people who know me can also know a little bit more about you. So do you have like something that you can share, like just to round this up about yourself and your uniqueness?
Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity. That what I can share a bit, maybe for people that don't know me yet or have never met me before. Um, I am well, I kind of resonate with you being a multi-potential and loving to have this creative mind. I think another
Yes.
over here. uh, and I do so many things that I sometimes don't have the time for it. But uh, it is mostly about helping people kind of unleash their powerful colors, and as I see that from within outwards,
Mhm.
to help. and I love, I really, how do you say that? I kind of turn on in a sense of awaken and really get big smiles when I get in touch with people that I am in some way able to kind of help them, lift them to new levels
Mm-hmm.
of healing of in their businesses. I tend to help entrepreneurs, mostly high achievers, and most of them are pretty sensitive and creative people. And hey, thanks. And I love to work with them, and I love to work with parents and children, as I have worked with them for over 12 to 16 years.
Yeah.
I think that's something to round off with, because I am more looking for something that we could give the listeners right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Mm-hmm.
there maybe a one-liner or a quote that you love, or your motto? How would you
A
read
quote
that?
that I love, for me, the one of the biggest quotes. There are a lot, right? But I think the best quote to unlock everything in terms
Yeah.
of like shutter all the little codes or programs that have been running through our DNA is all is self. You know,
Mm,
everything is self, like self motivation, self elevation. Anything that you do, it's all from within. So the
mhm,
only difference is either you're aware of it or either you're manipulated. So you want to awake to a level where you are in control of yourself. And when I say you are manipulated, it's not always external, because like yes, the environment can like has programs, tons of programs to program us. But hey,
mhm,
even when we were born with an internal program. So the voices in our head, like the ego, that's also a program
mhm,
that is not us. So because we even hear what we are thinking, it means that we have to ask ourselves, who are we actually, right? Because we are not we are not like, I'm not Victor. I'm more than Victor. I was something or someone else before I was given the name. I was something or someone else before I was conceived or before I came into this plane. So,
mhm.
with that being said, all is self. So that's something you guys can think and meditate on and find the truth in. And if you want to know more about that, like, hey, connect with us, with me, or with Feline. So, wholeness. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Victor. I had an
Yes,
amazing time with you here, and I'm wishing you a beautiful evening. And thanks everyone for being here. Yes, I'll leave a link towards your Instagram on social medias, and I hope
yes,
to see
likewise.
you soon.
Yes, definitely. I also had a blast. It was a nice, this is something actually nice, and I would love to do more of this. So I think in the future we can bring more creative projects to help other people, and
Yeah,
maybe next time we're going to be technically ready.
that sounds like a good plan.
Okay, stay
All
well.
right.
Thank you, and have a nice time.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here.